Welcome, Divine Being. Let's see what wants to be spoken and shared with you, what you need to hear, what energies are present and coming in for you. Okay, we have transportation, change, harmony, teamwork, loyalty, trust. Ehwaz, I think is how you pronounce it. Horse, transportation, change, all start with. So this is very much so the energy of you having forward momentum in your life. You experiencing change because you are willing to move forward. I sense you've been alchemizing some ish in your life because change asks us to let go, and it asks us to be willing to be open to something new, to the unknown. It requires countless ego deaths, and it's interesting to experience, especially because as things change, there's like the initial excitement and thrill, and then there is like the process of taking stock of all that is dissolving away. And there's something about change that there's like a moment along that path that you really realize how much it's like just you and source. And it's like both the most beautiful thing and can be the most confronting thing. But ultimately, that's like where the juice of it is. That's the juice of it all. That's almost like the essence of everything, is getting to feel so small and so separate, but at the same time so connected to everything. It's like the whole beautiful magic of the polarity and the duality of the human journey, because or else we could just be connected to the oneness, to source all the time. We're in separation for a reason, to get to experience this. And I'm seeing that you're in the midst of great change. But within this change, there's like a harmony, a teamwork, a loyalty, and a trust. I'm getting it's between you and source. There's like a greater trust being built between you and your higher self, you and your etheric team, you and source, specifically source. I'm really getting that you're starting to trust your journey more deeply than ever. And there is this energy, I'm feeling that perhaps you are realizing more than ever that while beautiful relationships are such a potent part of this human journey, you can't look for the relationship you're going to have with source or your higher power. You can't expect to get that from anyone else, because anyone or anything else is impermanent. Even if the relationships last to death, eventually there is death. There is an energy of like that becoming your number one, and then everything else flourishing and thriving on top of that. Within that, there's something about like Jesus take the wheel vibes. I'm also getting the energy of the chariot in the tarot, which the whole point of the chariot is that it is a divine chariot. It's carrying you forward quickly and swiftly, because you're willing to go. Because you're willing to go. A lot of people aren't willing to go. So, but if you go, it's like about to be the ride of a lifetime. And sometimes the go is like, yeah. I feel like you've really said yes to like your most magical path, and to Six of Pentacles. This is about you being in a reciprocal relationship agreement with life itself. And because of that, it's like I'm getting that your life looks like a product of absolute magic. And maybe you do participate in co-creating, actively making magic in your life. But that is, I feel like, why you've cultivated such a profound trust with Source, because you're like, I show up, I do my thing, I stir the pot, and then I know that what unfolds is going to be my highest outcome per the energy of the intention that I've been putting out there. I feel like there's a confidence that's growing in you because of your sovereignty, that is growing because of you relying on Source, your higher power, your own magic above all else. I feel like you're starting to make decisions from like your innermost knowing and your highest intuition, without waiting, without apology, without checking to see what anybody or anyone else thinks. I really feel like you're starting to trust Source as coming from within you, that guidance from coming from within you, knowing that it's your divine design leading your way. And in that, it's like I feel like you receive for not having to overextend yourself or burn yourself out. You receive great value for being in alignment with who you are. It's like you've hacked the system, and by that I just mean that you have figured out how to live life within like the organic matrix rather than the inorganic matrix. And that's why either what you do now or what you will do and experience just looks illogical, it looks lucky, but it's truly because you've tapped into this energy, you've tapped into this way of being. Okay, wait, I'm hearing to get one more rune. The elk, protection, shield, ward off evil. You are highly, highly protected. Your protection has increased, and I think it's also because you put in things in place to energetically protect yourself. But I also sense that there is a greater, there's a greater presence of your ancestors, of your spirit guides, of Source itself protecting you, because you have opened to receiving support from the ethers. Like you have stepped more into an energy of surrender and openness towards assistance, and out of the energy of you always have to do it all on your own, always by yourself, maybe because nobody else in human form was ever able to fulfill what you needed. But that's why you've been relying on a power greater than that, and that is what is increasing this protection. I'm also getting, keep cutting your cords, keep imagining an energetic protection bubble all around you, because you want to continue to shield yourself as you move forward and experience great, great change. I'm getting just like, this is the time to pull out all of your tools. And that is honestly so much of that energy of that Queen of Wands, which I put away. She, gender doesn't matter, but works her magic, uses her powers, and then she's also taken care of by Source. It's a teamwork kind of situation, and that's what we got with that first rune. Teamwork, loyalty, and trust. Yes, you trust, but you also show up and you do your part. There's a reason that you're down here in this realm, boots on the ground, you know? Okay, what else does the collective need to know? Seven of Wands, protection energy. Keep protecting your energy. You've made it this far. Don't turn back now. This is kind of the energy too of like, you know, when you get really fit and you work out, and then, or you work out and then you get really fit, and then eventually you might be like, oh, like I'm so fit now, I can just like stop doing all the things I was doing. But it's like, no, you're gonna remain fit if you continue the routines that got you there in the first place. This is the same thing with the energetic protection. I'm hearing don't let down your guard now. Not because you can't be open and loving, but it's like, it's standard procedure. You know what I mean? Like if you're like putting on your clothes every day, you protect your energy every day, you cleanse your energy every day. It's a wild realm down here in the earth realm. There's a lot of things we can see, a lot of things we cannot see. And so it's just like standard. It's got to be standard now. King of Pentacles and Six of Wands. You are going to have victory in some sort of financial endeavor. You know what? I actually think you're going to find victory in creating this new like stable life and reality and business for yourself. Like you are feeling, you are going to, or you already are feeling stable, provided for. Like you have the resources and they're also being magnified. They're growing. I'm seeing you feeling stable and grounded and responsible. It's cool. I feel like it's giving a new name to even like the spiritual path. People are starting to create lives that are very abundant and beautiful and stable. And I'm also getting an increased connection to the earth. Whoa. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Okay. So we got Two of Cups. And then we got Death. And then we got Eight of Cups. So this is either the energy of there being some sort of relationship that you are moving beyond and walking away from because it's time for something new. You've transformed. And for those of you that message is from, you're gonna know, because this crow energy, it's like you have a deep knowing that it's time to move on. There is one other message that's coming through. Two of Cups, for those of you who are not in a relationship, it's as if, let's see, I need one more card for this. Okay, also for some of you, there's a connection that you've held on to for quite some time. And it's like you're finally letting it go and letting yourself, like there's a connection that you're not currently in, but that you have felt energetically connected to. Yeah. And it's almost like you're cutting the cord. And you know how we got that rune? Protection, shield, ward off evil. And then we also got the Horse, transportation, change, harmony, teamwork, loyalty, trust. Yeah, I feel like for many of you, there's a connection that you have felt tied to for quite some time, etherically. And there's something about you just allowing yourself to let it go and allowing whatever that grief or energy to alchemize and transform you, and then you walking away and expanding your horizon. There we go, we got the Chariot. Like I said, that has to do with that first rune. Horse, transportation, change, harmony, teamwork, loyalty, trust. Yeah, I mean, to get the Three of Wands, Death, and the Eight of Cups after the Two of Cups, and then the Chariot, there is no clear indication. These are all cards of moving on, of letting go, of dissolving the ties and being blessed on the other side of it. So I'm seeing that perhaps it could be a great move to do some sort of cord cutting ritual if you feel attached to some energy that you've been like waiting for. I'm feeling like there is a message specifically to dissolve and cut the cord. There is a cord cutting invocation. I just sometimes call upon Archangel Michael, please cut the cord between myself and any external energy. You can also say the person specifically. Protect my energy field for sovereignty, clarity, and grace. Great. You can also call upon the violet flame to cleanse and charge your energy afterwards. You can also say, I call upon the Holy Spirit to cut any and all psychic, spiritual, or energetic ties between myself and fill in the blank. Please fill the space between us with unconditional love. What's mine is mine. What's theirs is theirs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So feel free to rewind that, repeat after that. Repeat that. But yeah, I'm seeing that you are becoming more sovereign in your energy field. And that is what's going to propel you forward. And that is what the divine is asking you to do now. Okay, much, 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 much love. And after you do this, if you would like to anchor into co-creating your most positive next chapter, you can check the link in my bio. I have a Solstice quantum manifestation guide, and I take you through really simple, easy practices to co-create your reality really effectively. It's like reprogramming what's going on. And I use these practices all the time. So the solstice is an incredibly powerful, which is June 21st, an incredibly powerful time to do this around the solstice, because that solar energy is so high. Or if you're on the other side of the world, the like void energy of the winter is like so potent. And so what you imprint during this period of time is very powerful and has like exponential effect in terms of manipulating this physical reality in co-creation for the highest good of all, of course. But I use these practices all the time, and I, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think we always should be co-creating for our highest good, to experience what we really want to walk into in the constant future while enjoying the beautiful present moment. So you can check that out if you'd like, but either way, you are so blessed, my friend. I'm excited for you, and I feel you, and I love you, and that's that. Happy solstice, happy Father's Day, happy National Skateboarder Day, and if you're not watching this in real time, happy whatever day it is too.